On the Wikipedia, I think it says something around you being you're anti-Eurosceptic.
I'm a Eurosceptic, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. I did not like the setup in Europe. I think the European Court of Justice is a joke. It's for the corporations. It's not for working people.
Mm-hmm.
They've used that movement of labour to destroy trade unions, to bring in people who are already poor, pit them against people who had... You've got to look at their point. There was a huge howl of rage across this country about what they'd done to living conditions and working conditions. And they've been very clever, the Europeans. And I don't think the commissioners are democratic or answerable. I think it's a mess. So I voted to come out.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. I know Jeremy didn't, and they went, but I did. I fought them for years, Europeans. And as I say, the commissioners are not democratic. I don't think. I think the European Court of Justice is a joke.
But what do you think? I mean, if you've got the idea of kind of socialism, I mean, surely you...
I'm an internationalist.
Right,
yes,
okay.
Absolutely, I'm an internationalist. Yes, I just don't want these bureaucrats running it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm all for links, and we could have some kind of a union, but not this. Not this that represents
not this
big
kind
business.
of top-down union again,
and they were having these meetings with TTIPs in secret.
Oh, yes.
TTIPs is a nightmare.
Yeah, that was...
on the back burner at the moment, but it's a nightmare. And they would set up their own... Well, they have offshore islands now for the cash. We're going to have offshore islands for the courts.
Right, yes. The way it's
what
going,
are they going to do with us, you know?
Yeah.
And they've been allowed to get away with it. And the other thing I'd do is abolish the House of Lords tomorrow. I hope Shami does some good when she gets in there, because I know she's passionately against it. It's a good move by Jeremy.
Yes, I thought that was very... And he pointed it out as well. That was one reason he'd appointed her, because she was an excellent... Well, two reasons. She was an excellent lawyer, and also she wanted to get rid of it.
Absolutely.
That was great.
Absolutely, yeah.
Very, very, very...
No, I'm not anti-European. I was a member of the NATO Parliamentary Assembly for 12 years. I got elected in after 92 because the Parliamentary Labour Party elected young now. I understand the whips appoint people now. And it might be because of their experience with me and Michael Clapham, because Nick Clapham was Barnsley MP. He retired in 2010. Brilliant man. And we used to argue against war. We used to go around all the European capitals on our committees and argue against war, but we met superb socialists, French, Italians, you know, and some of the emerging countries that joined as well. It's not true that all Latvia and Estonia are all fascists. No, there's some good people from all those new places. I know the right wing's in charge in Poland at the moment, but there are still good comrades in Poland. You know, we have to work with each other, and so we need some kind of links, but not this setup, not the way it is.
Yeah, I mean, when I was looking at the whole kind of Brexit thing and wondering, and the first thing I thought, well, if we get out, then we won't have TTIP. But then I was thinking, but maybe we'll get something worse.
Yes, I know. I know. It was a horrible dilemma. It
was, isn't it? Yes.
So I think I ended up voting to stay in,
Yeah.
largely on the principle that I didn't like the arguments that were being presented as...
No, I
And
know.
the way it was presented
I
as
know,
well,
and
yeah.
So
to see
it
Boris
was really-
Johnson and Nigel Farage, it was horrendous.
So it's really because I didn't want to be
Yeah.
associated with those viewpoints.
And they never let Jeremy's, ideas. They never talked about the reason why he was actually...
No, and he was putting a case for Europe that was pretty much like we want. You know, he was saying what was wrong with it.
Yeah, it needs reform, and how to reform it.
It's got to be reformed, and all the things, you know. The veto's a big problem, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know, it's a big problem. But I voted against Maastricht down the line, That brought a lot of this nastiness in,